then finally, I confused Corinda the other day because I went live as myself twice on my own page. And that's always possible to do. And over to Lisa again. And Lisa is saying, I have Switchboard, but I haven't tried it out yet. Happy to hear from you. Right, okay. In that case, please do go and take a look at the blog. What I'm doing throughout April is I'm doing the practical side of all this. Rather than just talking about it, I'm going to actually show you how to do it. So first of all, start at the beginning, how to live stream on Restream, which is where we are now, how to live stream on OBS. Those are the first two links in the chain. How to live stream on Be Live was, yeah. And then we're going to go over and we're going to look at Switchboard, Caster, and possibly another one as well. Because this is so easy to do once you've set it up. And Peter asked earlier, how do you set it up? One place, one destination at a time. And what we were blown away with, we did a test on Monday, and we were blown away with the quality of the video. If you want to comment now and say what you think about the quality of the video and sound, then please do, especially if you're not on Facebook. If you're on another platform and you're actually watching this live, please do reach out and mention what the quality is. Now, if you are watching outside Facebook, then I cannot see your comments. If you're watching inside Facebook, I can see your comments and we'll show them on screen. And thank you. Yeah, so I'll be covering the whole of Switchboard and how we can actually use that to reach new audiences. I'll be covering Caster to see how we can reach new audiences, and also OneStream, which is basically how I can go live on the web. I'm going to stop screen sharing there, and I'm going to screen share again, but this time I'm going to screen share my, okay, hopefully, yep. And come back to me and show it on screen in a second. Okay. And there you have it. That's live on my website. And that's important. If I go over to my website and just scroll a little bit, this is Webbox Live, and I can actually stop it. So, oh, wait a minute, I can start it again, probably. Okay, that wasn't intended. That was an accident. Bear with me a moment. I'm just going to refresh the page. And as if by magic, the page will come back and I will be, hopefully, in a second, live on the page again. Good. See, there's the failsafe. It's Steven proof. Okay, I made the mistake there, and it's catered for it. Okay, so I will be back there in a moment. But I want to talk about website broadcasting whilst that goes picture in picture in picture. I'm going to stop the screen share and it will come back to me. Right, okay, I'm big on broadcasting to your website, and I've covered this in the blog, but I'm going to go through it again because it's important to me and it makes a difference to everybody who live broadcasts. At the moment, we go live on Facebook and people watch us on Facebook, but whilst they're listening to us, because once you've seen who's there, you don't need to watch. You can actually go and scroll and surf and watch other pages whilst you're listening. And that's a good thing. When you're on YouTube, you can be watching on YouTube and be looking for the next video to watch, because we know that people channel hop. I mean, I do it. We all do it. We all go from one broadcast to another. We don't. It's very rare to sit down and watch a 30-minute or a 60-minute program. We don't do it anymore. Yeah, unless it is totally interesting and something we're totally absorbed in and we want to watch. But the point I'm making here is that if you're on a page, then you will surf that page. And Facebook gives you so many diversions to get rabbit holes to actually go down, that if you're listening to a video, the odds are you're actually doing something else at the same time. Same on YouTube. You're actually looking for things which are interesting. If you get people to watch you on your website, then they're going to surf your website. Rather than surfing Facebook and YouTube, you're actually driving traffic to your website. This is the best way to drive traffic to your website. I mean, I gave one element earlier, which was a blog post I wrote earlier today. I posted a link in. And that's the key, that you can watch me live on the website whilst reading one of our blogs. You can watch me live on the website whilst shopping in my store. The only problem at the moment is that my store doesn't exist, but it will. So if you're attracting people to your website, I mean, that's basically, let's cut to the chase. We go live to get noticed. We go live to get known, liked, and trusted, and to bring people back to our website. And we spend ages dropping links and hints and tips. And do people click links these days? No. Very few people click links on Facebook or YouTube unless you catch them at the right moment with the right item. There's no random clicking. It's all done on purpose. So if you can broadcast on your website, then you're building traffic. You've got potential for sales. People are getting to know, like, and trust you. And they can read about you because you've got an about section on your website. You've got information. You've got your blog posts. Make your website as interesting as it can be and let people surf your website whilst watching your live video. Now, Peter mentioned earlier this week, and we do now have on the website comments, and you can comment whilst I'm broadcasting. And if anybody wants to test that out, I'm going to post the website link again. So here's the website link. If you want to help me here, if you go to, I'm going to switch off these restream bots. If you want to go there and just post a comment, then I will prove that I can actually read your comments live. So if you go to the website and you scroll down the bottom, yeah, you will be able to leave a comment. And just to prove I can see it, I will read it live on air now. Okay, if you're watching me on Facebook, I can see your comments. If you're on my page or you're on the Be Live in 5 page, I can see your comments. If you're watching elsewhere on Facebook, I cannot currently see your comments, but I will read them afterwards. If you're watching anywhere, thank you. This is all about building an audience and getting the reach. Now, as we come back, Facebook control your reach of your live videos. I don't know whether you've noticed it recently, but the reach on live videos has been falling, the views have been falling, comments have been falling. And the reason comments are falling is because the reach is down and people just can't find us. On your website, it's one permanent link and people always find you live on your website. Now, in order to go live on your website, you need three things. You need a studio. Now, the studio is basically like the Restream studio I'm in at the moment. It's StreamYard or it's Restream, well, Restream.io, StreamYard, and Melon. It could equally well be vMix, OBS, or XSplit Broadcaster. But it is a piece of software which has one attribute among more than any other, and that is to actually broadcast out, not using the API, but using RTMP. Now, RTMP has been around since it was released by Adobe into the wild so that people could use it, and it stands for Real-Time Messaging Protocol, which is quite a mouthful. But RTMP is the way that data, video, and audio are transferred around the internet. It's a standard protocol. It simply works. You'll be blown away by the quality of this. But the studios I've mentioned can broadcast to RTMP. The next bit is to link up a delivery network. Now, delivery networks we've talked about are Switchboard, Caster.io, and OneStream. Now, I use all three of those, okay, which is why I can run the course throughout April about how to do this, because I'm actually doing it. I'm not talking theory. When I do something and show you something, it's because I've learned how to do it, and I've asked advice from people, and people have helped me get the expertise I have, and I'm sharing that expertise out. So you need a content delivery network. Now, this is not free, okay, but I can tell you that a couple of years ago, people are paying thousands of dollars a month. There is a new offering from Caster.io, which is $50 a month, and they have their own web player, and you can go live on your website for $50 a month, or you can go live on your website for $295 a lifetime fee with Switchboard. So I'll be detailing all this, but it is not overly expensive. $295 for a lifetime fee, well, you know, it's basically, it is as cheap as it can get, really, because basically what's happening is they have a fair use policy, which means they don't expect you to broadcast 24/7, but you can broadcast several times a week, and you can go live on your website, you go live on Facebook, you can go live on Periscope, you can go live on Twitter, you can go live on YouTube, you can go live on Twitch, and you can go live to your website. Now, if you can go live to your own website, you can also go live to other people's websites too. Same code. Yeah. So I'm actually broadcasting on 5 different websites at the moment. You've seen one of them. There are another 4 out there, and if people visit those websites at the moment, they will see me broadcasting live on the website. So we'll be covering that in the training in April. How to not persuade, how to get your friends involved in your live broadcast. And the quid pro quo is simple. If you can go live on their website, they can go live on yours. Yeah. So it's a win-win situation again. And if anybody wants to go live on my website, just let me know. Now, if this all sounds like rocket science, then my apologies. The blog post does explain it step by step, and the course throughout April will do the same, trying to make it plain English. But I just want to make a point here to anybody who is already a live video producer, and this is a serious point. The thing that we're talking about is the ability to help people go live on different websites, different social media sites, and it takes some controlling. Okay, there is an opportunity here for live video producers to actually make this a chargeable item. If you could provide this service, and you can through Switchboard, you don't need to pay anything extra. On Switchboard, you can have up to 10 different channels coming in, each with their own destinations. So you can host 9 other people on Switchboard. Yeah, and you can charge for it. That's the kicker. So you've already got Switchboard, you know how it works, you've set it all up for yourself, you can replicate that and set it up for other people too. So that they can go live on their website, they can go live on social destinations. This is the ability to actually earn money through live broadcasting, and it's in its infancy. We are at the beginning now. The change that's happened is that prices are coming down. They have never been so low, and there are new people, new companies actually getting into live video and embeddable web players. Well, in the last couple of months, I can think of 2 or 3 who've actually joined in, and it's only going to get busier. Now is the time to get involved. Now is the time to learn your craft. Now is the time to actually plan to provide these services, because a lot of companies just want to turn up and be on camera. They don't want to handle behind the scenes bit. And if you can say to a customer, potential customer, I can take you live on your Facebook page, I can take you live on your YouTube page, but I can also take you live on your website. That's got to be tempting, to say the least. So with all the resources we have today, we should be able to go and actually earn some money from live broadcasting. Now, I do know things that are taking place. I do know that there are going to be more entrants into this service, and I'm looking forward to that. And what I'm doing is throughout April is preparing the ground, because the initial question is, we've got RTMP, and you say, so why have you got RTMP? That's the question I'm answering in April. How you can use RTMP to build and promote your brand or cause, because it's commercial and it's also charitable. Because if you can reach a wider audience than your Facebook page, than your YouTube channel. Yeah. Now, there is also something I've not mentioned so far. Well, I mentioned it right at the beginning, and I'm going to do a screen share again. So bear with me a moment. We will screen share. And this time I'm going to screen share this tab. Okay, so let's bring up this tab on screen. I'm back in. So there it is. The magic. I'm so enthusiastic about this. If I scroll, and I do, no apologies, no, it is amazing. If you can see at the top, I'm going to put this full screen so you could probably read it a bit better. Okay, so it's now full screen. If you can see at the top, I've got borrowed pages. And when we go live on Monday, I go live on Brigetti's Twitter. I go live on Corinda's Facebook page. We go live on Corinda's YouTube. We go live on Nick's Facebook. We go live on a secondary YouTube channel. We go live on Corinda's YouTube channel, and we go live on United World Radio. Now, majority of those sites I do not own. They have been lent to me, and I can just, by a press of a button, I can just go live on somebody else's destination. Now, this is important. I have agreed with Brigetti that I will only go live on Mondays at 3 o'clock. Yeah. And that's basically a personal agreement that we've come to. And using that arrangement means that I get to borrow Brigetti's audience. I get to borrow Corinda's audience. We borrow Nick's audience. And that's getting more viewers to the same broadcast that's going out on your own channels. You're actually broadcasting to other people's channels. And that's golden. And there is effectively no limit. If I can go live to 60 destinations of my own, I can also go live, I think, to 50 borrowed channels. So if you want to build a situation where a group of friends get together and broadcast on each other's websites and broadcast on each other's social media pages, then now is the time to get involved and test it. I know that people have gone to broadcast on Roku, etc., and that may work. But I put my faith in going live on friends' social media, because you're actually reaching new audiences. Now, all this is going to take a lot of work. It's not going to happen. Well, technically, I'm going to stop sharing again. Technically, this can all happen now. If you said to me, I would like to go live using Restream, I would like to go live to my website, then I can answer you and say, I can do that for you. If you say, I would like to go live on my social media accounts, and by the way, I've got friends whose social media accounts I want to go live onto, we can do that. Everything that I'm showing you now is real and exists. I'm not talking about sometime in the future. This is possible today. The only investment you have, apart from monetary investment in deciding which platform to go from, is your time and a learning curve. And it's that learning curve that I'm going to be sort of smoothing out a bit during April. Yeah? Because more and more studios are going to give us RTMP. And when they do that, we need to be ready. Whatever platform you're on at the moment, I'm going to predict that more platforms will have RTMP. More platforms will give you the ability, if you have the right connections, to go live to your website. Going live to your website is where the money is. It's where the real money is. It's where you can entertain people, inform and educate them. And this is an opportunity. This is a golden opportunity. Let's go over to the comments again. And I think I've okay. Right, if you are watching live, thank you. If you'd like to comment, then please do. I'm now officially, and welcome, I'm now officially counting down to the weekend. And what we're talking about today, and we're going to be talking about throughout April, is live video syndication and the ability to go live on your own social media assets, on your own website, and on your friends' social media assets, and increase your reach. At a time when Facebook is cutting your reach, you have the ability to increase it outside or inside Facebook by broadcasting to more destinations. One source, multiple destinations. Okay. Now, the next logical question, which I know could be asked, is how do I stream recorded video to my website? Okay. So you go live a couple of times a week and you share that live video out, syndicate it, as I've just said. How do you stream recorded video? We all have, just like musicians have a back catalogue, we have a back catalogue of videos which are good content and which we could broadcast live. Okay. Now, OneStream is a company in Finland, and they will take individual videos, they will broadcast them as if they were live. Let's have a look. If I just, just give me a moment. I need to set something up. I need a tab. Just stop it. I wish I could spell as well. Just a minute. I'm doing something in the background. Okay. Well, I can't do it. I'm going to talk about it instead. I'll set it up for the next broadcast. OneStream are a company based in Finland. You can upload a pre-recorded video and they will transmit it as live to Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. In fact, anywhere you've got a social media presence, your social media presence. Yeah. Okay. So that's individually rebroadcasting videos to your social media presence. How could you broadcast recorded video to the web and to your own social media presence and to your friend's social media presence? I have the answer. I knew the question would come up, so I did some research and I did some practicing. And basically, it's a piece of free software called OBS. And OBS is everywhere. OBS has been in use for years. It's tried, proven, and tested, and it's free. To use OBS, you've got two approaches. One, I need to know everything. Or two, I just need to know this bit. And I'm going to provide you with the I just need to know this bit so that you can, from OBS, play any recorded video from your Windows PC or Mac and broadcast it to your website. And it's basically, I did that with Ask Angelica, which is a broadcast that goes out on Friday, and it simply works. Basically, OBS, you set up your camera and microphone, you set up the video you want to play, you go on to introduce the video, you switch scene, and you play the video. That video is transmitted to to the studio and to Switchboard, and Switchboard then sends it out in the same way as we've done with a live video. We can send pre-recorded video to our own social media destinations, to our friends' social media destinations, to our web pages, to our friends' web pages. Our whole back catalogue of videos we can broadcast. Now, without getting too carried away, this is the start of broadcast TV. And I dare say, if I don't get there, then this is the way to actually start your own TV channel. Initially, broadcasting for a couple of hours in the evening, like the BBC used to when it started in the UK. But to actually broadcast for a couple of hours in the evening and build out from there, and not only your own content, but your friends, your inner circle will have thousands of videos that they have recorded in the past 12 months, which are still current and interesting. And you can create your own television channel on your website with a TV guide. And you can say, right, at 7 o'clock tonight, Peter Stewart will be live. At 7:30 tonight, Brigitte Limbanda will be live. At 8 o'clock, Stephen will be live. And you can queue it all up so it runs automatically. And you could broadcast for a couple of hours. Then you decide, well, is this working? Again, you're actually attracting people to your website, and you're not just using your own content, you're actually using other people's content as well. Yeah. Now you can tell from the way I am at the moment, I'm actually, this is a brainstorming session as well, because things are coming to me as I actually explain what my plans are. And I think a live TV video channel is a possibility. And if anybody wants to join me in creating that, then please do message me and let me know. Let's go back to the chat, see if anybody's said anything whilst I've been streaming. And okay, right, now this is a situation that I'm broadcasting live on my Facebook profile. I'm broadcasting live on BeLive and to YouTube and to my RTMP out, all using Restream. And if you're in any of those places, then you can comment and I will see your comment. What I'm talking about is the ability to go further than that, is to actually broadcast to all your social media destinations in one go. And let's just finally, before I end this broadcast. I'm going to share screen again. And this is my final share screen of the day. We're coming towards the end of the broadcast. And I'm just going to go over to Switchboard. Okay. And come back to me. So Switchboard is on screen. On the right hand side, you can see all the destinations that I'm going to. And if I scroll down, even at this late stage of a live broadcast, I can switch things on and off. So if at this stage I want to say goodbye to the people on the YouTube channel, live video production, I can just stop the broadcast. Hopefully. Yeah, stop the broadcast. So thank you for watching on YouTube. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Okay, and at that stage, I may have broken it. I don't know whether I've broken it or not. Okay, a step too far, perhaps. But as you can see, I'm in total control whilst we're broadcasting, and I can switch channels off and on and off during the course of the broadcast. I can go from one channel to another. I can channel hop. I can, and we'll try this on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. Thank goodness our clocks change on Sunday. Nick Wood and I will be live at 10 a.m. Eastern, and we will be looking at, I think we'll be looking at possibly Restream and be live on Monday, possibly. We don't know, but we're looking at two platforms. We'll be broadcasting live to up to 30 destinations, and we'll be doing it in 1080p full HD with quality sound. And right, okay, the other thing I'm doing, just so you know, is that I'm using this as a training session, and things that I've said in this video you may hear again, because I'm going to do snippets and create training out of what I've been saying today. So I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much for watching. I'm